Don't you hate it when people post all their drama on social media, then have the audacity to tell us to mind our own business? Honey, we are in Season 3, Episode 4 of this mess. We're invested.
I see gang on the tube, hoes watching they moves,
What's poppin', everybody? It's your girl Drizzy. Welcome back to Drizzy Radio, place where we talk about celebrity gossip. You know what? You all know the drill. Let's just jump straight into it. This tea almost passed me. And honey, I tried my best to get enough tea that I was able to so that I can pour it to y'all. I'm sure some of y'all saw it, so you can join in the conversation on the comment section. That got to do with Vanessa Modé and her husband. Well, Madam Vanessa Modé, okay, is continuing to tell people, rather to let people know that she actually is married, okay? And here's my opinion, right? Because the fact that she's being triggered and she's replying to these people, it means that, you know, whatever it is that these people ask her, make her feel some type of a way. The only way to shut people off is just show one or two pictures, Miss Mamas. Just let people know that, yo, I'm married. And it's not like you have to listen to what I'm saying. It's just that based off of how the trigger tone that these people are able to bring out to you, based off of how you kept on explaining yourself, is what is making me feel like the only way to shut these people up once for all is to show us the goddamn paperwork. Anyway, I'm just saying, even if it was just a civil wedding, I'm sure y'all took pictures with the witnesses. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So she posted this earlier on her Instagram and of course also on her Snapchat. And here is where the conversation started off, okay? Oh, my people, if you look at that video, it's basically just Vanessa Modé coming in, doing like a facial treatment, laying on her man, but it is the writings on that video. So let me slow it down so that I read it to y'all. So she comes in and the writing says, one of the biggest green flag, okay, is the easiest to miss. Honey, we are talking about flags. We went from red and now we're on green. Honey, who knows? We might go on yellow and on purple and on green. And the writing also said, hold on, okay, hold on. We have nothing but patience, honey. Okay, hold on. He paused the play of game so that I could finish my skincare routine. Honey. And on the writings, the captions, of course, of that video, it's written, not him pausing the playoff for my skincare routine, hashtag marriage, hashtag couple goals, hashtag loving the little things, hashtag relationship goals, hashtag married life. And of course, she finished it with, did you spot any other green flag? Of course, with the being in love emoji. And she definitely pinned that her comment off. And another person said, he put his phone down. And of course, Vanessa Modé said, yeah, that part. So apparently this video was also posted on her Snapchat. And honey, that is where the creme de la creme was pouring in. And that's where I went on with my flask to make sure that I get the creme de la creme of the tea so that I can come and share with y'all. Okay, so brace yourself because honey, it's gonna get a little bit spicy. So one person said, may I ask how has the Lord helped you to be a supportive wife towards your husband with having to share him the way that you do, like in his job, etc.? And do you ever feel lonely or worrisome of him not doing the right things? Honey, you all know that Mr. Rotimi is currently on his tour, honey. And honey, based off of some videos that we've seen online where he's allowing ladies on the, ladies on the concert to touch on his crotch or rather on the ding dong, is what made this lady ask that. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to get the reply to this question, but I got the others. I was a little bit late, honey, but not that late because I got couple of video which I'm going to play to y'all, okay? Of course, another person asked, V, stop capping, please. Y'all ain't married to Rotimi. If you are truly married to him, why don't you celebrate your anniversary on engagement date? Does it mean that he married you the same day? He's busy doing club appearances, but he can't even take you along with him. Why? Stop lying. If you are truly born again Christian, this is how you lied the other day. He surprised you with a movie date, yet you was the one who planned it. Keep on packaging that man till he drain you completely. Lord of mercy. I'm like, oh, some people, oh my goodness. You know, I'm a type of a person, even when I want to send something anonymously, I feel like, oh my goodness, no, I can't do it. I can't do it, okay? And here was Vanessa Muday's response, honey.
Where did y'all come from today? You did. Good job. Wait, let me read this. Okay. You're truly married to him. Okay. Why do you celebrate your anniversary on your engagement day? Wait, when did I celebrate my anniversary on my engagement date? Monitoring spirit? Does it mean he married you the same day he's busy? Okay. No, but that's none of your business either. What? Does it mean that club appearances, but he can't take... Girl, I don't go to the club. I don't go to the club. I don't want to be in the club. Stop lying. If you're truly a born-again Christian, this is how you lied the other day and said he surprised... Sister! I don't even know why I'm answering this because it's really funny. I just want you guys to get the gist of some of the things that I see in my DM. But hey, Gabriella, happy 5 minutes of fame.
Lord of mercy. And of course, it did not end there. She also posted this. Of course, replied he replied to someone. This person said, which work? You mean wearing Temu clothing and taking videos? As far as I'm concerned, you spent 24 hours on Snapchat. And of course, Vanessa replied it with, oh, they are mad with a laughing emoji. And of course, another person said of where she had to reply to, okay? This person said, leo watu wana hasira, hawa watu ni new hapa. Tutacheka sana. To Mananswahili listeners, that's basically mean that today seem like people are mad. It seemed like they're new on this earth. It seemed like today we are definitely gonna have some love. And of course, this is what Vanessa Mudee had to say about that.
You know, it's like that's a reflection of who they are and what they have inside. The word says, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. So in their heart, they're full of hate, full of just bitterness. And that's just something to pray over, because at that point, you're not even talking to a person. You're talking to the spirit behind the. And I don't entertain demons. But I would also like to say, even just by common sense, if I wasn't married as a non-US citizen, how would I still be living in the US as I am in this Trump regime? I can't even speak. Unajua? See that? I can't even speak. Please, this is a peaceful, chill, spiritually charged environment. You know. Anyway, let's get back to our morning vibes, okay? And actually, I'm really sorry for bringing that negative energy to you. I was just a little frustrated, and that's my fault. And I'm sorry for being like irritated by.
Woo! And that was just about it. Okay, by the time I was finishing to take my tea. Okay, here's my thing. It seemed like Vanessa is getting triggered with the amount of questions that people are asking her, especially when it comes to her marriage. And some are saying she should go and work, she should go back on music, and so on and so forth. And here's my thing, right? Personally, I feel like Vanessa Mudee Miss Mamas, okay? So if this thing triggers you, then just say it once and for all. You know what I'm saying? Do it. Like, show people some sort of hardcore evidence. And I'm not saying that you owe them, but the fact that it seemed like it's really sending you to a bad place. You know, you had to literally, because if you go on her Snapchat, she had to literally get a little bit emotional and start praying over the demons that she purport that people who were asking her these questions were people who are possessed with demons, and she cannot argue with those sorts of things. You know what I'm saying? Because the questions that people are asking her were questions like, you can't go to the club, you can't do this, but your husband is, you know, seemingly still drinking the booze, even though he kept on saying, he kept on going off and on. Your hubby is into secular music. He's singing about, you know, all those things that, according to you, you are against, and that is the one of the real reason why you can never be in secular industry again. But you are married to somebody who's willingly doing all these things. Like, what do you have to say about that? But here's my thing. Vanessa Mudee probably found Jesus again after marriage, and now she's just living, because even in the Bible, there were people who were married to non-believers. You know what I'm saying? People who are not, you know, into God worshipping. They were worshipping, like, for example, what do you call the idols and stuff like that. So probably that is where Miss Mamas is going with this. But honey, it's bumpy. It's bumpy. I don't think this is any anytime soon, because honey, the more you get triggered, the more you show people that it's triggering you, the more they'll ask. I'll avoid such questions. You know what I'm saying? People will, because the more you reply to it, you give it life, right? Anyway, that's just about it. Keep it classy, stay messy. I want to hear what you have to say about that down on the comment section. Of course, I love you to the moon and back, ciao.